What's up, YouTube? This is Shaylin with 8-Bit Co-op, and I am back with another episode of ICY. And in our last episode, we got, let's see, what's happened to us so far? It's been so much already. Our leader died. We got captured by some bandits. 2 of our companions got kidnapped from the kidnappers. They got kidnapped from the kidnappers? And then we ended up running away with 3 people from another family, and so here we are trying to decide who's going to be leader, what's going to happen. So at the end of the last episode, what they've talked about is that even though Hector died, saying that my character's the leader and they can join our family. So we're starting with the conversation where we tell them that they're coming into our family. So when everyone is gathered around a fire, Carlos begins what will be a long discussion. So what now? Do we know where we are? Yes, this is the Vale, a relatively enclosed territory, not so far from where we got caught. And what should we do now? I suppose we have to choose a new leader, don't we? It won't be necessary. I'm in charge here, or wait for Jerome to say something. If I'm going to be leader, I can't wait for someone else to do something. I got to step up and do it. It won't be necessary. We'll welcome you as newcomers and you'll accept our current leader. I can assure you that you won't regret this choice. So we're the newcomers now? I can accept that, but know that I won't shut up just because you say so. We want to be treated fairly. You'll be treated like anyone else, and you will. And you will. You can be sure of that. Good to know that. So, what shall we do now? Our friends are in the hands of some mysterious and incredibly well-equipped fighters who deal with local bandits for reasons unknown. We need to track them down and hopefully save them. That won't only allow us to free our friends, but also to get to discover who these people are and where they get their awesome equipment. They had everything that a survivor needs, and then some. I'm getting old, and it would be nice to finally live a decent life. But their direction's unknown to us. We can't just ask everyone we meet if they've seen some super soldiers passing by. They might be one of those mercenary groups. They're usually rich and well-equipped. We may not want to deal with them at all, actually. We can't ignore the fact that their friends were kidnapped, either. I like her. She's looking out for us. Maybe Jerome already has a plan. Our first duty is to survive, or we need a track. Our first duty, the first thing we need to do is be able to easily survive. We have nothing right now, and we can't face high-tech soldiers without some decent equipment and lots of supplies. I agree with that. It's crazy to start tracking a group of killers with only a couple of handmade bows. We need to get back on our feet. Yeah, but we can do that while searching for them. I'm not saying do anything stupid, just looking for them and for our friends. I have a friend not too far from here, lives in a settlement called the White Wind Tower. He's a weapons trader, and maybe he'll know more about them. He deals with special stuff too, so if those mercenaries are locals, he may know them. How far is this place? No more than a couple of days from here, I'm pretty sure of it. People keep talking, and you quickly discover that April and Carlos are good company. Eva is a little more silent, but she seems to know enough about survival to not be a problem for your group. You'll be able to talk privately with your companions using the buttons on the top left of the map screen. So over here, I can talk to her. Eva smiles when you approach her. What can you tell me about yourself? What do you want to know? There really isn't much to say, I guess. I've lived as a survivor, just like everyone else. Nothing really happened in my life until I got captured by those bandits and I joined this family. Even if we always have to worry about these things, I've done more things since that moment than I've done in my whole life. What about your parents? I lived with them as a nomad, just like everyone else. They didn't travel as much as we do now. Life was kind of easier for me. I really miss them, but everyone walking on the White Wasteland knows that people die every day. I must accept the fact that they're no longer here. They cared for me, maybe even too much. I never had the chance to do anything on my own, and I didn't like how much they worried about me. At least I can get stronger now, learn how to survive on my own, help the people traveling with me. I feel useful. See you later, Eva. I'm not going anywhere. That's nice. That red exclamation mark is just like on my last nerve for some reason. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead in here. You're traveling with your party when you start hearing some strange noises. In a few minutes, the noises get stronger. Some people are animatedly arguing near an old house. Most of them are armed with melee weapons, but the one that seems to be the leader is talking to the other with a gun in his hand. You walk slowly towards the strangers, and as soon as they see you, the man with the gun in his hand comes closer and addresses you. Greetings, fellow travelers. I don't know what brings you here, but since you didn't attack us, I hope you're honorable people. Am I right? Despite the kind words, the man keeps holding his gun. Yes, you are, my friend. What kind of trouble brings you here in the middle of nowhere? We got here by tracking one hell of a criminal. This man is pure evil and killed three of our people. Now he's hiding inside that house. Will you help us deal with him? He's armed, and we don't want him to kill any more of us. Suddenly you hear a deep voice coming from the house. It won't be necessary. I'm coming outside to face my fate. A massive black man comes out of the house carrying a little girl in his arms. You can clearly see the blood dripping from the girl's body and falling onto the ground. The man with the gun and his people raise their weapons and fearfully draw back from the man. You can see grief on this guy's face. I mean, just from the picture. The mysterious man comes closer and you can see an expression of pure despair on his face. Are you happy now? You took the life of my little girl, and now you'll take mine too. How glorious and noble you are. Shut up, you filthy scum. You killed 3 of my brothers. You brought this upon yourself. The black man falls on his knees and slowly lays the girl's body on the snow. You can clearly see that she has been shot in the chest. Why don't you tell them the whole story? Why don't you tell them how you captured me and my family? How you wanted to sell us as slaves? Don't listen to him. He's lying. He's a lying coon thug, and he should be punished for his crimes. Demetra is silent, but she's clearly disgusted by the scene. Go on. That's not going to happen. A criminal deserves no mercy, and that's why we're going to kill you all. No. I won't let you kill a man just because he's born with a darker skin. What? Are you crazy? What does that mean? I'm just going to fight him. Just get it over with. The mysterious black man jumps onto his feet and smashes the armed guy with incredible strength. Then he grabs the gun from the ground and starts shooting. We're gonna fight. Enemies receive minus 25 HP and minus 5 morale points. Group receives minus 11 HP and minus 2 morale points. Next. You see an enemy running away from the fight. I'm going to take him down. Your arrow misses the enemy and lands far away from your target. How did I get an HP minus? Okay, so I'm going to fight again. Enemy receives negative 26 HP and negative 5 morale points. Group receives negative 9 and negative 2 morale points. A big enemy comes towards you, wielding a massive two-handed weapon. I'm going to use my bow to take him down, because if I can shoot him before he gets to me, it's on. Your arrow misses your enemy. For being, centered on arrows, I'm not doing too well. Okay. Enemy received 25 HP negative, and they lost 5 morale points. Our group lost 9 hit points and lost 2 morale points. You see an enemy running away. Okay. And I missed him again. Enemy lost 26 health points, and our group lost 9. You spot an enemy knocking an arrow. Okay. My stealth is really low, so that's kind of scary. I'm gonna melee him. The enemy moves faster than you. Enemies lost 22 hit points. The group lost 9. A hostile horseman. Where's a hostile horseman coming from? I'm gonna try to shoot him. I shot my enemy. I finally shot someone. However, they only lose 1 health point. I lose 1 health point as well. Another melee. Enemy receives negative 21. We receive negative 9 health points. One of your companions has fallen on the ground and is about to get beaten. I'm going to try to defend him. The enemy moves faster than you. Enemy is negative 20. I am negative 9. A big enemy comes towards you, wielding a massive 2-handed weapon. I'm going to elude him. You're unable to defend yourself. Okay. Enemies run away from you. The fight is over. You take a moment to look around. Your companions in the Black Man are taking care of the fools who didn't escape when they had the chance. The fight is over, and the Black Man is standing idle, with his hands and his clothes covered in blood. He's looking at the little girl's body without emitting a single noise. Was she your daughter? The man raises his eyes. His expression is no longer furious. On his face you can see only sadness and despair. He finally talks to you. She was. They took everything from me, everything. We've always been victims of racism, but no one went that far. Not until we met them. What will you do now? I'll bury my beautiful child. His voice trembles as he starts to cry, and I will stand there, watching over her until I die. Why don't you come with us? The world has become empty for me. I have no reason to survive, not anymore. The legendary heroes may have the strength to fight even without a family, but right now, I am no more than an empty shell. Come along with us and maybe you'll find something else that can fit in your shell. You have nothing to lose but your life. Maybe it's wiser to see what lays ahead of you. I like that one. The man comes closer and looks you in the eyes. He's at least a foot taller than you, and his shoulders are incredibly wide. So be it. There's wisdom in your words, but please let me give my little child a proper burial. The man leaves, taking the girl's body with him. After some time he returns and talks to you. My name is Mobolaje, stranger, and I will do my best to help you and your companions. I don't know you, but you tried to do the right thing, and that's enough for me. I will do everything that's necessary for the survival of this group, but I have a single request. Please, respect my mourning, and don't ask me to tell you what happened, or, better, pretend nothing happened at all. I can understand that. Welcome to our family, Mobolaji. I hope you'll find peace traveling with us. So, let's see what we have going on here. I'm going to try to scavenge this area. You find a small town, and it looks like the options are the same, so I'm going to go ahead and, well, It's 6 at night. This will take us to midnight. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You find a store, but it's completely shuttered. Try to blow up a secondary door. You successfully blow up the door and you're able to explore the building. I didn't blow up myself. Okay. We have 9 med kits. And then it looks like some silverware, some pots and pans. I have no clue what that is, and another lockpick. I'm going to go ahead and take everything. Then I'm going to go into my bag. You know what? Maybe that would have helped. I'm just saying. And put a knife there. Okay. And what's down here? What is this? Oh, electrical parts. Some wires and metal pieces whose use is unknown to you. Frying pan. And cutlery. You know what? I may go ahead and take the gun and put it there as well. So now we're pretty stocked up here. Okay. Now... I wonder where we can go. Let me see something. Oh, we can go out here. Oh, snapples. Okay, let me go back there. I like how the art dims and all that whenever the day-night cycle happens. You find the town and start looking around. There aren't a lot of buildings, but it seems like a relatively unspoiled place. Jerome comes near you and lowers his voice so only you can hear him. Go with Carlos and April. Watch how they behave. Jerome turns and starts speaking to everyone. We'll split into groups and go searching for supplies in the buildings that are not too damaged or look like they've been looted 100 times over. I will take the northern area with Eva and Dimitra. Our fantastic boss will go with the lovely couple to check the southern part of town. Fine by me. Are we looking for something in particular? We'll grab anything we can. The more we can get, the better. That's what... Because to me, anything useful includes weapons and tools. So, okay, let's not waste our time checking those buildings. Though this one looks promising. You spend some time searching around the building. Sadly, without proper tools like a light source or a crowbar, it's not easy to find a place that hasn't already been completely looted. While you're walking across the yard, you hear April calling out for you and Carlos. Guys, come over here. I found something interesting. You see April near the border of the town among some trees. She's pointing her finger towards a building hidden by the woods. If you look at that building, it looks very similar to one of the buildings from, I want to say DayZ. Infestation, Battalion just reminded me. It's the DayZ in the fire station in DayZ. So it's a strange-looking building that seems to be intact. Being out of sight, you get your hopes up that maybe it hasn't been looted before, or at least not completely. Well, that looks promising. Let's take a look inside. You get closer to the building and reach for the handle of the door. You slowly open the door and allow the light to come in. The inside is full of dust and dirt. It looks like it's been decades since anyone's been in here. Searching about, you discover the last people who came in here. Mummified bodies of ancient soldiers who likely sought refuge in here from the war. Everything seems untouched since those soldiers passed away. Maybe they were wounded. Maybe they ran out of food. Anyway, almost all of their flesh is gone, making it impossible to tell how they died. Oh my god, are they ancient people? Light military clothes, no snow equipment, heavily decomposed bodies. Yes, they're either ancients or some of the first survivors. Well, I'm going to go ahead and explore the bodies. The bodies aren't much more than skeletons with small remnants of rotten flesh on them. You start searching through their belongings, hoping to find something useful. They look like soldiers, but I see no weapons around here. Someone has already looted this place. Maybe it was a long time ago. Maybe they left something behind. You spend some extra time thoroughly searching the bodies and their belongings, discovering 24 bullets and 3 pistols. They're a bit rusty, but still work. Finally, some luck. I mean, they're no assault rifles, but at least we'll be able to shoot back at anyone who comes at us guns blazing. Their backpacks will be more useful, too. Not that I enjoy the back pain at the end of the day, but we have nowhere else to put this stuff right now. Explore the rest of the building. You go through the door on the other side of the room and find yourself in a smaller area. Strange electrical equipment connected by different wires are scattered about. It appears as if you can remove parts off the device, but it's hard to tell if they will be worth anything to anyone. Try to take some parts. You manage to remove some electrical parts and put them in your backpack before walking away from the device. Search the main room. The room is large and full of dust. There's no furniture, only the bodies and their belongings lying around. There's nothing of interest in the room besides the bodies. Well, at least we didn't waste our time. You spend some time searching around town a bit more as you make your way back to the center, where you wait for the others to return. It isn't long till you see Jerome, Demetra, and Eva gathering at the meeting point. Looks like they may have found something useful too. So how'd it go? We got lucky. Our fearless Eva right there snuck into a building through a little hole and found some useful things inside. I told you I'm a capable survivor. Besides, I had a good teacher. I'm sure you did, Jerome smiles at the girl. Anyway, she found some nice stuff in there. An old gun, a decent crowbar, and some rope. We didn't find much more out and about, but I did manage to grab some medical plants I spotted. They're good for healing wounds. We found 3 nice pistols that seemed to be working order. Then, after a little more searching about town, managed to find some lockpicks and a few bandages. Not bad. Now we can travel feeling a little safer than before. Now let's go find my friend. You managed to stuff everything you found into the backpacks and walk away from the town. Some optimism in the group finally shows through. So you know what, right now I'm going to go ahead and leave this on a high note because everybody's feeling optimistic. We just got some weaponry. I can't wait to see what's on outside of the tutorial area. That's going to be exciting for me because, like I said, you just feel this connection to these characters. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.